Restarting the PC. Asus and Bada Boom custom start logo for Windows. Which is very nice to have indeed. It's been a very long time since I've had a custom boot logo. I could have done a little bit more with it, but I chose not to. Okay. Bada boom. Letting it log in. Takes a second because I have a lot of background processes. Like a lot. Driving 2 monitors. Well, a monitor and a TV screen. For, whenever I'm working on something and my daughter wants to watch a movie or something. Or my wife. Even got my logo as my start orb. Start orb, it's not even an orb anymore at that point. Anyway, we are running the Asus Prime X570-P, not the Pro, the P. They're virtually the same motherboard with a few differences that I just didn't feel like paying an extra $100 for at the time, because they're basically the same motherboard other than a couple differences, which they could be important, but they aren't important to me, at least right now. Got the Sapphire Nitro Plus 5700 XT, EVGA 850G3 power supply there, 80 plus Pro, or 80 plus gold, I mean. Got a bunch of hard drives in there. I've actually cleared up some space. My last motherboard was a X370 crosshair board, and it had more SATA ports than this does. I can't even see those ports from here, can it? It's too dark to see. Anyway, we got 16 gigs of 3200 CAS 14 RAM from G-Scale with their Trident Z RGB line. I actually went with the first gen Ryzen variant of it and not the third gen Ryzen variant of it. Because I was originally using it in that other motherboard. And I was just like, I am not going to buy new RAM that should work perfectly fine. Which it does. It works perfectly fine. Just to get the one designed for Ryzen 3000. And have to spend a lot more money for them. For the same thing, basically. There are some improvements and optimizations that have been made, okay, but in general, if it's designed for Ryzen, it's probably going to work across the board. At least for now, that seems to be the case. Who knows in the future? They're always changing stuff. Yeah. And yes, I know my monitor is filthy. I just have not brought myself to do it. But yeah, I used a little program called HackBGRT, and this is version 1.5.1, and my logo was originally a PNG file, so I had to Open it up, put it around 200 to 300. I'm sorry. I had to resize the file as 200 by 300. And export it as well. No, I didn't export it right away. What I did was I went a backwards way around it, because Photoshop, at least the version of Photoshop I have, does not allow you to save bitmap files, which is very odd. But it's a newer version of Photoshop, so maybe they're trying to force people away from that format, or they're just like, this is like a slap in the face to us because we're Adobe and we're supposedly like super great about everything. So yeah, or it could just be the Photoshop that I have is faulty. It's my little lappy top. It's pretty old. It has an A10 processor, 6 gigs of RAM. And it's like, I forgot what generation it was, but it has built-in Beats audio, if that tells you anything. It's a Sleek book, an NV Sleek book from HP. Not the best machine, but I really only got it in the event that I wanted to take that thing and go recording on the fly. And all these programs. We've got the old Corsair motherboard. Got a little piece of junk Wi-Fi adapter here. I think I bought this thing for like $3 on eBay a long time ago. There you go. Yeah, Wi-Fi N. Like, so generic. But as I was saying, to get back on topic, you have to save the file as a bitmap, and it has to be named splash.bmp. And you have to disable secure boot. So that does create a slight security vulnerability for physically there people. But come on now, if they're there, your system's jeopardized anyway because it's Windows. That's just how it is. If they really want your data, they'll find a way. Because it's Windows, and it's very easy to get into if you know what you're doing. Yeah, we got the microphone set up, we got the desktop lamp, and the stereo speakers, because I'm not about spending that much money on speakers. I think I got these refurbed at Micro Center for like $15. Like, after buying all of the rest of this stuff, I was just like, I just need something to tide me over until I get this system up and running, and then I'll start considering other things. And, well, I was right about to start being able to go and start looking at new speakers. And then my computer chair decided to have a wheel go out. I don't know if we're going to be able to see it. I don't know. It's one of these. But yeah. Got the computer completely customized with my logo all over the place. Yes, I realize my wallpaper is currently redundant from my login screen to my desktop. I will eventually fix that when I feel like making another wallpaper. But for now, it's at least my logo. It does have a hover effect. I do not use the default Windows Start menu. What's the name of the program? I can't remember right now, but it's a Stardock product. Just like the fences that you saw there. Yeah, Stardock. They make all the customization stuff. I got both of these things for pretty cheap on Steam a while back. I think I caught them on a sale through Humble Bundle. HumbleBundle.com. Check them out. Save some money. I'm currently not affiliated with them. I could probably become affiliated with them, but I don't know. I'd rather give you guys the info if you haven't heard about them to go check them out. It's like less than $20 a month. You get some games. Most of them are going to be indie games, but sometimes they throw a AAA title at you that you just never see coming. And yeah, usually some of their best stuff comes out around Christmas time, so right now would be the optimal time to do so. Alright, everybody, I'm going to get off of here. We're about at YouTube's limit for video length. This is Cineash81, and I hope everybody has a great day. Take care.